Thank you very much, Deputy Speaker. Well, it's been quite extraordinary to watch over the last couple of weeks the Coalition's quite severe backflip and about-face on the importance of the mining sector in Australia and what governments need to do to support the mining sector. This has been the party that for many decades has been proudly claiming that they're the ones keeping mining strong. This is the party who has been opposing tax increases on the gas sector, even though those tax increases were supported by the sector, trying to give handouts in any possible way they could to their friends and supporters in that industry. Yet all of a sudden, when the budget is released, they are now opposing a once-in-a-generation set of measures to support the mining industry and to develop critical industries that Australia has long talked about, but now the government has a plan to deliver. So you'd forgive the Australian people for having a little bit of a sense of whiplash with this about-face from the Coalition. And the question is, what is driving it? After trying so hard to deliver so much money to support their friends in the mining sector, why now are they opposed to this once-in-a-generation budget that delivers significant investment into Australia's resources sector? Is it because suddenly they don't feel like the mining sector is important in Australia? Is it because they don't have faith in the industries that have long been talked about as being central to Australia's future? Critical industries, batteries, mineral processing, green hydrogen. Have they suddenly decided that these industries don't have a hope in Australia and can't be supported? Or do they think that these are a set of proposals which are old-style industry policy which won't work and won't have their intended impacts? Well, Deputy Speaker, none of their objection to this package makes much sense. Australia has been talking about developing these industries for decades. We know that we have the underlying resources in order to be globally competitive in these sectors. We know that Australia has a comparative advantage in these industries and all of the raw materials to create global export industries. But we've waited for many decades and seen so little progress. And that's why this budget is so important, because for the first time it backs these industries and creates a platform for them to reach global scale and international competitiveness. Are they objecting on the basis that this money won't deliver that global competitiveness? Are they claiming that this money will lead to these industries becoming reliant on government money? Well, if that's their claim, then they haven't read the substance of the proposal. These measures are well crafted. They are designed to ensure that businesses only get the funds if they are producing and if they are delivering. That's why this mechanism of production tax incentives, particularly for critical minerals, will make such a difference, and why it's been carefully crafted to safeguard the Treasury finances. It really begs the question, what is it that they don't think Australia can achieve in these industries? What is their logic for opposing it? Particularly when we've had so much support from across the industry. Paul Kopatka from Alliance Nickel said, "It's an absolute shot in the arm because this will boost investment, there is no doubt." Rob Scott from Wesfarmers said, "This is smart, targeted use of the tax system to solve big problems, leverage our competitive advantage and enhance Australia's prosperity." And Ardea Resources said it will be a significant benefit and will help make the Australian critical minerals sector more cost-effective with our international peers. Deputy Speaker, these are industries where Australia really has the capacity to achieve global excellence and achieve that global excellence in sectors where global demand is expanding. For a long time, Australia has processed minerals, so has mined minerals and delivered those minerals to our partners around Asia and around the world. But we've never done much in the way of minerals processing, never done as much as we could have done on value added to those minerals. And finally, with the energy transformation that we have, with the abundant solar resources that Australia has.
The member's time has expired.